So I'm going to be playing a bit of Valheim. I've played a little bit. Uh, Actually, I played a lot of it past few weeks. I even set up a server for it. Um, I'm not too far into the game that I've played. I think I've made it past the second boss and working my way up towards the third boss. But today I'm going to start a fresh new world, fresh new character, and see how far I can get with within a few hours or so. So for starting off, I'm going to start a game, and I'm going to create a new character. And I think I'm going to go with a female this time. Oh, you can't give a female beard. What a shame. Let's see, what color hair? I'll go with a pretty blonde hair. Yar. Alright, and for a name, I'll go with... Maleficent. Perfect. Alright. For the world name, I'm just going to call it Stream World. And let's see, what would be a good name for the seed? This is what's going to generate the world. Thinking, You know a good seed? Of course you know a good seed, Roken. Relkin knows. Relkin no. There we go. Perfect. Nope. Too late. Too late. I already put in Relkin no as a seed. $420.69 LOL XD. Yeah. Alright. Let's try this out. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure it's a good seed. Come on, Valheim. You can do it. Oh, they found the traitor pretty close. Maybe next time. Fortunately, I can't skip the intro. Yeah, Rocket, I don't know if you heard, but the server map that I've been playing on, I was able to find some swampland. And I do have full iron armor now. The only issue is that I have to take a boat to get to it. We'll see what this seed offers, so who knows? All right. I'll talk to the crow. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Like there's right there. Talk to the crow. Go away, crow. All right. So as far as graphics are concerned, it looks... Oh, I know. It looks... I've never played World of Warcraft, but a lot of people compare the graphics to like World of Warcraft. Maybe a mix of that. And I can't really compare this to Minecraft. Minecraft is very simplistic, where this one is a little bit more detailed. So the first thing I need to do is I got to get myself some supplies. Luckily, there is a hut over here. So as I'm doing like certain stuff around here, like crawling or jumping or sneaking, I actually level up my skills, and you can check your skills over here. So right now I got a little bit of run, a little bit of sneak. Not so much jump because I haven't jumped a lot, but if I start jumping, there we go. And the more you improve your skills, the better you are at it. Crows tell me get wood and stone. Over here are some raspberry bushes. So on the scroll wheel, I'm able to zoom in and out. Just like so, depending on how I want to play. I like it right about there, so I can see what I'm doing. The thing I gotta be careful about going into these abandoned huts is finding any kind of bees' nests that can sting you. But doesn't look like there's one in here. For wood, you can find some on the ground, or you can just punch these little trees here. Punching's pretty good because then it levels up your unarmed combat a bit. Not quite as flat as well. Like I said, I don't really play a lot of World of Warcraft. But the graphics are very simplistic. Alright, so you see those little, what look like woodland creatures. Had a lot of hills and rocky crags. You guys would know more about WoW than I would. So how do you pronounce his name? Is it Hugin? Or is it Eugen with the H silent? Yeah, I was thinking flattest texture-wise as well. Like, if you look at my character, it's very, very pixel. Like you could see the stretch pixels on it. Similar to how you can, see textures in, like, Minecraft, where it's just, like, eight pixels that make up the head. Hugin. Okay. Alright, so I see an animal over there. So in this game you can hunt, you can craft, you explore. I'm going to get a stone axe first. Do I have enough for anything else? I don't have enough for a hammer yet. I'm going to put that away. But a stone axe is good for chopping these bigger trees, and I like using it as a early game weapon. Come here, boar. Spoilers, no. Hugh. Hard G. What's a hard G? Like hug? Huggin'? Alright. So there's a deer over there. Normally deers are a bit evasive, but if you're sneaky, you're able to sneak up on them, take them down. I'm kind of early game. Nope, deer spotted me. Not going to be able to hunt them until I get at least a spear or some bow and arrows going. But this is good for now. Let's see, what else do I want? We need to find a few more stones. Now, normally, these big rocks, you can't really break these until you have a pickaxe, and that's later in the game. But if you find any stones on the ground, you can pick them up like this. I'm just going to be picking up these raspberries. Now, unlike Minecraft, where you're, or a lot of the survival games where you're dependent at, give us Huggins, okay? Huggins? I'm just going to call it the crow creature. Little humans. Now, what was I saying? Ah, yes. I got enough material to craft a hammer. So now I'm able to make some bigger stuff. So unlike Minecraft, hunger. Unlike Minecraft, where you're reliant on eating every once in a while, or you starve to death, this game doesn't really rely on you to eat, in terms of like, if you're hungry or whatnot. And that might change later in the development of this game, since this is an early access alpha type of game. But in this game, eating gives you a little bit more health. So if I hover over the food that I want to eat, gives me a bit of healing, lasts for about 600 seconds, gives me stamina, gives me 10 health. So eating food gives you a like a health buff, so you get more health. And it's temporary. There are better foods later in the game where would last a little bit longer. So early on, having a pool of like 100 hit points is pretty decent to start off with. Right now I'm running around in circles, but I think I'm going to look to find a good like flat area where I can start building my starter home. Hello, Steph. So, after playing this game for a while, I've kind of developed a few tricks for the game. I've noticed that just by running around a lot, you're able to gain quite a bit of quite a bit of experience. Oh, by the way, mushrooms, they are awesome in later games. Or I should say late game. You get, oh my god, look at that cliff. Jeez! Yeah. But anyways, mushrooms are used in a recipe that make a little bit of a better food. I use it for carrot soup, and carrot soup only gives you like 20 health, but the duration of it is quite long. Oh my gosh, this is going to be fun. But I see a little bit of a clearing that way. I think I'm going to head towards there. Jeez, oh, P. Look at this. This is insane. Might as well level up my swimming a little bit. Now, I think there's fishing in this game, but I think it's something that relies on having a merchant to buy the fishing pole from. Alright. I'm just going to scale this cliff a little bit. There we go. Good old nice flat piece of land over here. I think this is where I'll make my base. Alright. So, building hammer out. First thing I need to craft is a workbench. I'm just going to place it... right there is good. Get some more wood. Why not? Which wood do I have on? I got like 24 wood. After placing a workbench, you're going to get hit with a bunch of crafting recipes. This is like your initial first bunch of building components. Alrighty. So what I like to do is first, I like to start building a proper flooring. And I'm going to start with, I wouldn't mind having it up a little bit. I'm going to see if it'll let me. Why won't it let me build up? I just want to build up there. There we go. There we go. So nice, simple base. One of the things I've learned is that when you start seeing these parts turn different colors, it means that the structural integrity is not that great. So what you do is you just put some beams down in the ground. Whoop. I'm going to make that snap. There we go. And then you're able to place stuff again. I like leaving the middle empty because that's where I'm going to put a campfire. Unfortunately, I don't know if I have enough stuff to make a hoe. And I got to put a roof on this first. Right now it seems like I'm wasting a lot of materials just building a first house. And just like that, I'm already out of wood. I'm just going to come over here and chop some of these trees. So when I was playing on the other server world a bit, came across a couple new biomes. The swamp, which was a little bit scary. They spawn these creatures called Draugrs that they're a little bit beefier than these like gray dwarfs or greylings. But they're easy to telegraph. You know, they show you when they're ready to swing their swords and whatnot. What else did I come across? I came across... They look like specters. I forgot what they dropped. But they were a bit mean. They're a little bit more deadlier than the ghosts that you find in those catacombs. Oh god. And then the other thing I found were leeches. They were easy to beat, just annoying. But the one thing that I found that were really deadly were the slimes. Holy cow. And it's not because of their not because they're like hard to beat. They're kind of easy to beat. It's just that they do poison damage. And poison damage is very bad, especially when it stacks. All right, I'm going to move my crafting table up here. And I'm going to start to build at least a roof over the crafting table so I can start repairing my tools. Dang it. Luckily with this game, when you're building, if you make a mistake, you can easily just middle mouse click it and it goes away. You don't have to worry about losing any kind of items. Any kind of mistake that you make is, you know, pretty safe. You don't lose anything. So it's all right if you make a little oopsie. Let's see. I think I'll just put a simple roof like this for now until I'm ready. It's starting to get a little bit dark, but I'll be fine. All right. Still too exposed. Let's see if I put wood over here. Still too exposed. Which wood do I have left? I wonder if it's this window that I have right here. I'm just gonna, let me just check. Yeah, I bet you it's this window. Doesn't want window that close. That's fine. Yep. All right, repaired everything. I'm going to put a torch there. Unfortunately, I don't want to make it this small. I might need to make it a little bit bigger. Dang it. Sometimes the snapping on this tool is a bit iffy. Already out of wood. All right. Now, these little creatures, they may seem very hostile, but if you have a torch out, they do not want to attack. Same thing with the little, any of the woodland dwarfs. Yeah, they just run away when they see a torch out. So if you ever get ganged up by like a bunch of these guys, if you just have a torch in your hand, they'll start fleeing from you. More mushies. Alright, let's see. Just a bit more wood. Okay. Wow, that does not look structurally sound. I'm just going to put a few more posts down. Because then I can at least make it look somewhat decent. Right, I think in this corner I'm going to put the bed. Another grayling. Grayling supply with resin, which is pretty good for making torches, and it's used in a bunch of other crafting recipes, so never throw out your resin because you need it for quite a bit of stuff. Let's see how that looks. Put another post down. Can I put another post down? There we go. Do I have enough for a bed? I do. Bed. Chest. And let's see. I'll put a roof on it. I'm just going to use a simple thatch roof. I at least got a spawn point. Repair that. For a hoe, I need a little bit more wood. So I'm going to grab some more wood. Because then I can raise the ground a little bit so I can put in... Oop, put in a bit of a fireplace. Gotta be careful with trees. They do hurt if they land on you. Now, when it's night out, you get a debuff of when it's cold. It means your stamina doesn't really replenish quite as fast. So if you're ever fighting any monsters or whatnot, it's best to do it in the daytime, especially bosses. Definitely don't want to be taking out bosses at night. Alright, this should be good. Is there any more stones around here? Get back here. Yeah, they really hate fire. Hit. Alrighty. I should have enough to make a hoe. There we go. And how much stone do I have? Not enough. Definitely need to find more stone. I just want to raise the ground a little bit. Yes. Any loose stone around here? Go away, crow. Might as well pick up these berries while I'm out. Couple more stone. Maybe one more. There we go. Perfect. Fortunately, I don't think I have enough to make a fireplace. Nope. But off this cliff, I'd find a bunch of rocks because they're easy to find. Yeah. There we go. All right. I think I have enough to make a fire. Thought I had enough. I'm one shy. Alright, now that it's day, my stamina is back to normal. I'm going to have to build a staircase to get up here. What I want now is a fire. Alright. Next thing I do with a fire is I put these cooking stations down. And the fire's big enough where it can actually cook with two of these next to them. So if you have a lot of stuff to burn or cook, should get you set. I'd put these in there. Don't need any of this stuff yet. Right. Let me finish building. I'll expand this a little bit. Dang it. Rotate that. I think this corner I'm going to put for storage. And then I'm going to have a landing part here. Rotate this a bit. Should be a good entryway, and then I'm going to put a staircase if I had more wood. You go through wood pretty quickly in this game. So these trees here where I'm not cutting these down is because with birch, they're a little bit too hard to knock down, so you need something a little bit stronger than a stone or flint axe. So for now, you're just going to have to ignore them. And just take out these little trees. So another thing you can do is these guys are good for buffing up your blocking. And if you time your block just right, you can stagger the enemy a bit. So you don't necessarily need a shield yet. You can easily do this with almost any kind of tool or weapon in your hand, even unarmed. Though, if you're doing this with just a tool or unarmed, the bigger, beefier enemies aren't going to fall for it. And they can easily damage you going right through your blocking. Cut this tree down and then I'll go back to building. So what else is in this game? Well, as far as inventory, you're pretty much guaranteed whatever you have in your pockets here is pretty much all you can carry. There's no way of expanding your inventory as of yet. Same goes with your encumbrance. You're set to, I think, 300. And as far as I know, there's no way to raise that. There might be later game, but for now, you're pretty much stuck at 300, which is a bit of a Let me adjust my seat. It's a bit of a trouble when you're dealing with very heavy stuff like iron. Luckily, when I was doing my iron runs, I was able to store all my iron into my boat and then ship it all the way back to where I was supposed to go, back to base. But yeah, iron, you can't really carry a lot of heavy stuff on you, and when you do, you get over encumbered and you walk funny, and then once you run out of stamina, you can't move at all. There we go. I think I'm going to put the staircase right here. I'm going to put another one under it. If it'll let me. There we go. Now I can just walk right up and down. Yeah, I wish there was a way to carry more stuff. That's always like the bane of every single survival game, is that you're limited by how much you can actually carry. Alright. Put the door here. I'm going to fancify this a bit and make these into little decorative windows. Yeah. I mean, I know that a lot of games do that, because it'd be a little bit overpowered if you can just carry everything you want. Even Fallout does the same thing. You're limited by how much you can carry. But at least with this game, there's like a few things you can do cheaty wise, which is like, if you want to repair anything, it doesn't cost you anything. If you break down anything that you've built, you don't lose any of your materials. So no, it's not quite a longhouse. It's a very Melly type brand house. I've seen some quite talented builders with this game make some really amazing things. For now, this is just a starter house for me. Actually, it might be a little bit more than a starter house. It's enough to grow in a little bit. Let's see, put that there. Put that there. Okay. Did I just pick the wrong? I was wondering if I picked the wrong roof type. Okay. So, what do I need to do next? Next, I need to... Let's see, how much wood do I have on me? I have none. I need to get more wood. I don't know. I'm making it more as difficult as I can. You don't have to make such an elaborate, oh god, such an elaborate house that I am. Plus, this game is a lot more fun when you play with other people. Oh. That's why I got a server with this game on it, because it's a lot of fun when you're building and going on adventures with other people. This game is hard enough. So the other thing is, like, when you knock out a tree, sometimes it can knock out other trees that are nearby. So you always got to be careful when you're chopping down wood. So one thing I like about this game over Minecraft is that you got to be a little bit aware of your surroundings, and trees actually come down when you knock them down. They don't just float in the air. There we go. I always take out the stumps because even though it's a bit of a waste of time, you at least get a couple wood out of it and makes the area nice and clear for in case you want to replant. Alright, so one thing I got to do is I like putting a small roof over the stairs. This will prevent any of the areas down here from falling apart. Usually with like over time and weather, these start to degrade. But if you have a roof over it, you don't lose anything. None of the structures degrade on you. All right. I need to get up there, so I'm just going to nerd pole up pretty much. Okie dokie. So I'm going to put a roof tile here, roof tile there. So the other thing you got to be careful of when you're building a house is that if you have fire, you also have a lot of smoke, and you can hurt yourself with the smoke in this game. So you need a place to vent all the smoke. I like this game. It's a lot of fun. Alright. So I am going to first put a bit of like a chimney roof on here. See, and if I make a mistake, I can just middle mouse click and then I get my wood back. Then I'm going to put a roof over this because even though I have a fire down there, you also have to look out because when it rains, you lose your fire when it rains. So I put a little bit of a roof over it, but at least have the sides open so the smoke goes somewhere. All right. Yes, but unlike Ark, when you break something down, you get all your materials back. All right. So one of the things you can do to reinforce your roof, because right now it's a little bit iffy, is I'm going to put some beams across. Oop. And then I'll put some beams up. And doing it that way will at least, you know, reinforce the roof a bit so it doesn't fall down on my head. I'm going to do the same thing to this side. Alrighty. So there we go. Now I got my fire, my place, got my bed, got some inventory spots. Next thing I'm going to do is I got to do a little bit of hunting. So what I'm going to need is I need to find some boars to get some leather scraps. I need to cut a couple more trees down. Get some more wood. So a lot of people ask, what is the size of the map of this game? Well, I started here, walked around here, went through like a huge cavern area. The map size is rather large. So this is the whole world map. And there's different biomes, different things to explore. Yeah, it's a big game. And it's still in alpha, so they're continually adding more and more stuff to it. I'm going to grab something to eat. Alright. So what I need is I need to find boars and I need to find some way to take down some deer. Hunting is pretty easy in this game though. Nom, 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 nom. Now you can also sneak on these boars. And usually if you get to sneak on a boar, you do a, let's see, if I go into my axe, you get backstab damage, which is 3 times the amount of damage that you normally do with a weapon. I believe knives do even more damage than that. I think it does 10 damage. 10 times damage. So that flat disc, yes, that is technically the globe, but it's a flat map. It is definitely a huge, huge world. So this game allows for up to 10 people. And like I said, there's tons of stuff to explore and find. So here's an abandoned area. So normally what you could do is you can smash these, like, these already pre-built structures and get the wood from them. But a cheaper, more efficient way is just crafting a workbench and then just like middle mouse clicking on them. And then you get all the spoils without any other work. Then when you're done, you just break the crafting table and well, there you go. So it looks like that had some core wood, which opened up a few more building options. Looks like I can build these log pole beams. So I'm just going to do a bit of exploring around this area. So those sounds that you hear, that weird like barking noise, those are from deer. You kind of have to keep your ears open when you hear them because You want to get close to them and take them down. But unfortunately, I don't have a weapon that can take them down easily. It's already getting dark. So I am going to board this. There we go. Got a bit of leather. I'm going to make my way back. And I'm going to skip today. Before I do that, I got the raw meat chunk. I'm just going to put that on the fire and wait for that to cook. So when it's done cooking, it'll make a noise, but if you keep it on there too long, it will turn into coal, which is a good thing if you want coal, bad thing if you're looking for food. Normally takes like, I think 20 seconds. There we go. Then I'm going to skip today. Alright. Do need a few more leather chunks. And I'm going to put that in there. I don't need that. So you always want to repair your items before you leave. Might as well do it because it's free. You don't waste any materials repairing your stuff. Best part about this game. So here's that cavern area. Ooh, a deer. Nope, still too fast for me. So I'm going to follow this river a little bit and hopefully find some materials that I'm looking for. So by rivers, you're going to be able to find material called flint. Though I'm wondering if this is too deep of an area for me to find anything. You always got to be careful too when you're in water, because if you run out of stamina, you're going to be in trouble. My gosh, this river just cuts all the way through. Oh, here's a piece of flint. There we go. God, this area is nasty. Ah! Not a bad area. I hope this levels out a little bit further down. No, it's not looking good. Nope, not looking good at all. I need to get the heck out of here. So I'm just gonna skyward Skyrim climb this area. Ugh. Wow. Oh. So those pine trees are the start of a new biome that is called the Black Forest, which the gear that I have now I am not ready to go to yet. I'm still in very baby shoes. Some more wood. What I'm looking for is a few more boars and maybe, let's take a look at this map. See if I can head towards the coast and get some more flint. So one weapon I want to make will help me get more deer. Oh, this is also a nice flat area. Thought that was a boar for a second. Looked like it was just a rock. Let's see what else. So there's these bigger trees here. Good old oak trees. But again, they're going to be too hard for me to cut with my current axe. All right. Now those right there are necks. And they're pretty weak, but they're a good source of early game food. Let's see if I can get this deer. I'm going to sneak up behind it. Dang it. I did weaken it a bit. I think I might be able to get it though. Oh, I do see some boars though. Do need boars. Sneak. Ooh, did I luck out? Did the deer get stuck? Dang it. Oh, luckily it went in the water. There we go. Ow. Get out of here. Alright. Luckily deer slow down when they go into the water. So I was able to get it. But if they go too deep in the water, you might lose your items. So you got to be careful. So out of that, I got a deer trophy, which I'm going to need 2 of for later. For now, I'm just going to pick up some flint that I find. I'm hoping to take down at least the first boss before I end the stream. I think it's possible. It all depends on how well I do my hunt today. I see a boar, I see a deer, a bunch of necks. Now you come across these little rune stones. And they give you a little bit of lore about Valheim. Let's see where I'm at in the map. Little peninsula up here. Take out more. Okay, you see another deer. Fortunately, I don't think I have enough sneak damage to kill it right off the bat. But I can get it pretty low. Dang. I can scare it in the water a little bit. There we go. Give me my spoils. Why am I fighting him barehanded? Give me my weapon back. Yeah. See, if I were to hunt that deer there, it's too far in the water, so I'd probably lose the materials if I even got it. Alright, let's see what I have. I think I have enough leather scraps to make a bow. But I wouldn't mind getting a little bit extra so I can make some better materials. Let's see, what else do I want? Alright, I think I'll make my way back. Is that another neck? Got a bunch of materials. You always want to keep your eyes open for things to hunt. Any kind of food or mushrooms might be lying around. If you're ever unsure of where you're at, you can always look at your map, but if you look at the top corner of the map, it says Meadows. So you know you're in a fairly safe area. Meadows is your starting point. All right. I know I'm scaring off a lot of the deer in this area, but I really don't have a good enough weapon to hunt them yet. Ooh. More mushies. Get back here. Definitely gotta be careful about my health. I am like on 10 HP. I do want to see. Man, it doesn't even get flat around here. It is just a big cavern. Ooh, raspberries. Or I should say a crevasse. Yeah. A lot of these guys don't do a lot of damage. They're easy to beat. Get over here. Make my way back up the cliff. Alright, so when I get back, I should be able to craft some better weapons. Hopefully. Another boar. Always want to hunt the boars because they drop leather scraps, and they're the only animal that drop leather scraps, and it's used for a lot of stuff. There we go. Let's see what we got. I'm going to take these leather scraps, so I have enough to build stuff. I'm also going to cook up this food. So I got enough to make a bow. I'm going to make some wood arrows. All right. Next thing I'm going to need is an upgrade, which is a chopping block. This will upgrade your workbench. As you can see, I got some new crafting material or crafting recipes to make. So what do I want to make? I definitely want a wood shield. I'm going to grab this resin that I have in here. Let's see. Alright, so I got a shield. Got a standard axe. In order to make this feather leather armor, I'm going to need a heck of a lot more deer, at least 12. Maybe 18. 18 leather, I should be able to get a full leather armor. Stag breaker would be nice, but unfortunately I don't have enough core wood. And a deer trophies. I gotta save up. Alright. And flint head arrows I could make, but I'm gonna stick with the cheaper wood for now. Yep. Alright, put those in there. Put that in there. Don't need that. Put the stuff I gathered already. Alright. Let's skip today. Alrighty. So, major quest I need to do is a bit of hunting. Lots of deer hunting. I'm going to take some food. I'm going to save my cooked meats and stuff like that for a little bit later. There's a deer. Now, unfortunately, the crude bow has a bit of a drop, so you have to kind of aim a bit high. But it does a significant amount of damage. I hear more deer. That's a boar. And like with all your skills, when you start using it more and more, you'll level up your bow skills, so you get more accurate and do more damage. Luckily, I've used the crude bow for quite a while, so I'm at least a bit used to how much it drops. Though later on, the bows get a lot better, and you don't have to worry as much. Now, I think it's like an abandoned hut here. Is there anything good inside? No. Always be on the lookout for those huts, because sometimes they have they got some like bee nests in there to take down, which you're able to craft honey with that, and honey is a good valuable source of food, and you can also make mead and a lot of the later game stuff. Ooh, I see deer. Did I spook them? I did spook them. Like I said, I'm just going to go around and start hunting deer that I find. Now, when they run off, they will calm down a little bit. There we go. There's one really far back there. Do I have the touch to take it down? A little bit low. Nope, spooked it. Yeah, when they start running like that, don't even bother taking them down with the bow, because they're just going to be wasting arrows. Bows run too erratically to be sniping with a crude bow. When you get the better bow, then you might have a better chance of hitting them, because they don't drop as far down as this bow does. Now, while I'm moving through the forest, you also want to sneak a bit, because that also brings up your sneak skill quite a bit. And you want to bring that up so that way you don't lose as much stamina when you're sneaking, and your damage is much better for sneak. Always want to take advantage of that sneak damage. Alright. So looks like we got another abandoned house over here. Anything interesting in it? Nope. See if I can find some more deer. I hear deer. Nope. I see mushroom. Again, you always want to pick up the mushroom and raspberries, because there's never going to be a time when you're not going to use that food. There we go. Perfect. I hear the other deer around here, but I don't see it yet. All right. This area is a black forest. Definitely don't want to go in there yet. I am not ready for that area. And Mr. Crow's going to tell me about the Black Forest. Yep. And pretty much going to say you want to beat the first boss before you go there. And I couldn't agree more. You kind of want to beat the first boss before you go into Black Forest. Oh, geez, deer's right there. Dang it. And that deer's gone. I do want to get a few more deer. Like I said, the more deer I get, the better I'm going to be off. I'm also going to pick up some wood while I'm here. Delicious raspberries. Oh, there's another deer. Might have to get a little bit closer. There it is. Now, when it has a star, that means it's a little bit stronger than your normal deer. But when you kill it, if you're lucky to kill it, and I'm not. Come on. There we go. If you kill it, you get quite a bit more material. Look at that. I think I got a lot of deer hide off of that one. And never waste your arrows on these guys. These guys are little peons. They're not worth the wood that you waste making arrows. Alright, so those back there, you can see I'm just sauntering about. Those guys are called gray dwarfs. And they're big business. Nice. Nice. Got a twofer. I'm also going to kill these boars that are over here too. At least show you how the shield works. Basically equip it like you equip a weapon. Normally you don't just stand there with it. You have to right click to hold it. There we go. But normally you don't need to use it on boars. What you need to use it on is a little bit of the tougher enemies. I just heard another deer around here. Sound like it was coming from the right. Oh, there we go. Dang it, a little bit further down. There we go. I think I have enough material to make me some better armor. Alrighty then. Let's cook up some food. I think I have just enough. I'll wait till this is up. There we go. Alright. I am going to repair everything, and then I'm going to make my leather armor. Get a leather helmet, leather pants, leather tunic. Craft some more arrows. I think I need a little bit more wood. How's my food? I'm going to be sitting pretty with food pretty soon. Alright. Unfortunately, there's no way of removing, or I should say, tossing away items, deleting them. They're pretty much always going to be in game. Other than like throwing it into a river where you can't really pick it up. You can't really get rid of your items. So either put it in a chest or just go to a lake and throw it in a lake. Yeah, there's no like item degradation where if you don't pick up your items, it's gone. It just stays on the ground forever. Could be one thing that might change later in the game. Who knows? Again, this game is still an alpha, so it might be something that'll change down the line. I'm going to let those 2 meat chunks burn so I can get some early coal. Alright. Next thing is I'm going to wear my new armor set. Here we go. Alright. Just like that. Let's see. What's my armor at? Armor 2. 2, 2. So I have a little bit of armor now. There we go. Now we got coal. What else do I need? I think that's it. I'm going to go and chop down a tree, get some more arrows. And I think I'll be ready to fight the first boss. Oh, that tree's gone. Oh, nope. Oh, I see deer there. Nice. Yep, now they're gone. Goodbye, logs. Just gonna get some extra deer hide. Why not? Look at that. Log took out a lot of small trees on its way down. If you ever run out of stamina, just stop where you're at and then let your stamina regenerate. All right. Again, I'm going to do get the quick wood that's here. Might as well. Just keep middle mouse clicking, get all that stuff. Get out of here. I hate those guys. They're annoying. Back here. Why are you running? The other thing you're going to pick up is a bunch of seeds from trees. Can't really do anything with them until you have bronze. Bronze allows you to build a cultivator, but for right now you can't do anything. Might as well cook the last of this meat. Uh-oh. So that tells me that we got some company coming. I am going to wait till this is done. So every once in a while there are some events that will happen at your base. Mostly random. This one is telling me that I've taken too much time and now a bunch of forest creatures are invading my area. I don't see them yet. Oh, there it is. However, level 1 enemies are no big deal. So this is pretty awesome because it's pretty much like free meat. Don't know where the other thing is. I hear it. Yep. That's it. Wow. Might as well kill the steer that's here. Lay siege to your camp. Honestly, if it's a day 1 siege, you don't got nothing to worry about. Like even the earlier sieges are pretty baby compared to what could happen. Plus, if they do any damage to your base, you have a hammer that can repair pretty much everything. So all you need to do is just go around clicking things. Repairing is, of course, free. I'm going to wait for this to cook, and then I'm going to skip today, and then we're going to go off and fight the first boss. Do I have enough wood? Repair everything, get some more arrows. Alright, I'm also going to build more chests. I'm going to put the leather stuff in here. Put the stone-like stuff in here. I'm going to break this, pick up all that stuff, move the chest over here to my storage area. Let's put the trophies. I think I'll put the leather in, put wood in here. Stone items in there. Put the rest of this crap in here. All right. I think everything's prepared. There we go. Skip today. There we go. And let's fight the first boss. So that raid happened on day 4. All right, so there is the location where we need to go, is to Antler. So unfortunately, we have to cross this huge crevasse again. Rilken, your world is not great. Keep forgetting I called this Rilken's world. Gonna wait a bit. I climb. I wait. I climb. Go away, dude. Can't you see I'm on a quest? And everything's coming after me now. Die. Where are you, pig? Okay. So I'm going to wait before I eat again, because I want to have full health. So I'm going to run to the spot where we first spawned in. Free raspberries. Don't mind if I do. Alright. So what you always want to do is you always want to register location first. If you haven't done that when you first spawned in, this will tell you exactly where to go to fight the first boss. Alright. So it should be a little bit out this way. I'm going to eat my stuff now. So I got a cooked tail, a cooked meat, and a raspberry. You're allowed to have 3 foods at one time that you can eat. And of course, the better the food, the more health that you're going to get, more stamina. All right. So here is the offering table. So if you're unsure of what you need to bring to these offering areas, read the runestone, hunt his kin. So that's why we have these deer trophies on our inventory. You're going to need 2 of them. Alright. I'm just going to wait. Make sure that my health is all the way up. Right now it's still recharging. I'm going to be fighting with it with a bow. I'm probably going to use my stone axe and shield. Should be enough to take it down. Alright, here we go. I'm going to get my bow out now. Particles are going there. That's where it's going to spawn. Here we go. Now it shoots lightning and it does charge. Definitely want to run away from it if it starts charging at you. It's an AoE attack. That's a regular attack. Luckily with my armor, it only does about 5 damage. That headbutt thing, that does do a bit more damage, so you gotta keep your distance a bit. Oof. But right now it's Just about at half health. A little bit less than that. And we attack. Now I'm going to show you a bit of what happens when you're doing with close combat. Let me get rid of this little pissant here. Oof. Come on. You can do close combat with it if you want. I'm able to block its heavy attacks. There we go. Got a good stagger on it. That one I missed. It's always hard to time those ones. But I think the safest thing is just to take it down with arrows. Your bow is going to do a lot more damage than any kind of like melee attack that you might have. And just like that, we got one dead deer. All right. I chopped down this log that fell. So the deer does damage to the surrounding area as well. Now that took down a couple trees. So what did it drop? It dropped a trophy and it dropped 3 hard antler. So what you're going to do is with the trophy head, you're going to take it back to where you first spawned in. Now you can fight that boss multiple times as long as you bring it trophy heads to sacrifice. So, I mean, it's a, I guess, in a fast way of getting more leather, I guess. I don't think it drops leather. And the hard antlers that you get from it, there's only really one thing you can do with it. And I'll show you when we head back to base. But as far as the head antler trophy, I'm just going to put that there. And then what this is going to do is it's going to reduce the usage of stamina when you jump and run if you activate its power. So first you gotta activate it. So now I have the power ready. And then if I press F, I should be able to use its power. So now I have, for 5 minutes, enhanced running and jumping, which barely uses any of my endurance. So it's pretty good for if you want to get out of an area or you're trying to trek across a large distance. Yes, it's Rudolph's evil brother. I'm going to go back to base camp. Yep, so the timer that shows up... God, I hate graylings. The timer that shows up in the top corner It's counting down from 3, like 350. That's how long your power lasts for. And the timer on the bottom left, where your food bar is, that's how long until you can activate the power again. So you got like 20 minutes or so before you can activate it again, and you only get to use it for about 5 minutes. But you can use it whenever you want. That's pretty much what you do with all the enemies. When you beat them, you can use their power. I believe the Elder, which I've taken down in my other game, gives you faster wood cutting. I don't know what the next 3rd layer boss does. Haven't found its location yet, but I'll let you know when I do. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to craft the item that the deer dropped. So the deer dropped me a bunch of hard antlers. So if we go to our workbench, I'm going to repair my items. You can make your first pickaxe. So this is what's going to unlock the next tier of items for you, is using a pickaxe. And since I have time, I might as well show you what the Black Forest looks like. What else am I going to drop off? I'll drop off this wood. And put it in the right chest. Alright. So this area here is the Black Forest. You can tell because it's a little bit darker than your regular forest. I'm going to talk to the bird to make it go away. Whenever you're running, just unequip your items. It's much faster to run without them. When you're equipping them, you get a little bit weighed down, and it ruins your endurance. Right, here we go. So, with the Black Forest, there are many things you're going to need to be very careful of. And I'll tell you about them when I get a little bit closer to it. So again, to point out where you are, once you enter the Black Forest, they'll tell you in the top right corner. You'll notice you're in a different biome because it's pine trees. So what spawns in the Black Forest? Well, you have these guys, which are your gray dwarfs. If they have a star, that means they're a little bit stronger than the others. But if you got a good shield, you should be able to take these guys out no problem. The only time it gets hard is when you're being surrounded like I am. Oof. I am not in good condition. It's always hard to go against like 3 or 4 of them at a time, so you got to be careful. Luckily, I'm hungry, so that's going to recharge my energy a bit. So what do they drop? They drop resin, they drop wood, and sometimes they drop trophies, but they also drop these gray dwarf eyes. And these are used for making teleportation gates. And I think that's all they're used for. And you definitely get a lot of them. So those guys spawn. There are variants of those gray dwarfs that spawn. You get a shaman gray dwarf that can breathe fire and that can heal its surrounding areas of people. There are the gray dwarf brutes, which are a lot stronger and healthier. They swing like a stone axe, and they definitely do a lot more damage. You also get skeletons that can sometimes spawn in these areas. And usually they spawn when they're close to like crypts. Now normally these guys are not too much trouble. Yeah, I'm going to have that guy fight that guy. The other thing is that those dwarfs like to fight the skeletons, and it looks like the skeleton lost. I do not have enough stuff to fight him, so I'm just going to hightail out of here. So what is it that you're looking for in the Black Forest? Well, we're going to go down to this river down here. So the first item you're going to look for is called tin. Oh god, there's a lot of them. Alright, breaking out my torch. I'm going to craft another one. Get out of here. Get out of here. These guys do not like fire. God, there's a lot of them. There's some thistle that grows here. God, these guys are not going to leave me alone, are they? Get out of here. Whew. Once they start swarming you like that, they're no joke. Alright. So what you're going to find is a lot of the tin starts to generate close to shores, close to rivers. But what you really need is soltering cores, because that's what's going to get you started when you're able to smelt stuff. And unfortunately, I'm all the way down here, and I believe a cave that I was recently fighting at was it up here? It was around here. There it is. So what you want to go is you want to find these burial chambers. And they're going to be chock full of baddies. And honestly, I would find a better weapon than what I'm using. Stone axe isn't going to do jack to these guys. But what you're looking for is pretty much buried in this area. Ooh. You also find some materials and some goodies in here. But what you're really looking for are sultring cores, which I don't see any yet. None this way. So there must be some this way. Nope, none this way. There we go. Come here, skeleton. Oof. I think my weapon is about to break. It's broken. I don't think I have enough wood to fix it. I'm just going to craft a new one. All right. And these glowing mushrooms are good for food, and they're also used in other recipes. Nope. Okay. You definitely want to take care of the bone piles so no more of these guys start spawning in on you. Fortunately, my luck is... Oh, there we go. So that will unlock once you pick up one of those sultring cores. Recipes on how to build your forge and whatnot. If you go into your building items, I believe it's under crafting. So you need 5 of them for a charcoal kiln, 5 of them for a smelter. So you're going to need at least 10 to start you out. But I am not going to go any further in this area until I have a better weapon. Because that right there is a ghost. And they can do some serious damage. I don't think... Can arrows hurt it? Arrows can hurt it. Can I cheese it? Oh god, it's getting close. Oof. Ooh, there's more cores in here. We're gonna find a lot of potentially good stuff. Oh, however, unless you're near a merchant, none of it is going to be helpful to you. I think that's it with this one. I don't think there's any more in here. Yeah. So you're going to find a bunch of these crypts in the Black Forest. Oof. And it's dark. I am going to make my way back. So the other thing you're going to look for, other than tin, is going to be copper. And those show up more in the hill areas. You'll see big rocks that have copper flecks of like veins in it, and it'll just say copper when you get real close to it. But I'm gonna make my way back. We got a lot of stuff in this quest. So the other thing that works with this game is that you have persistent characters, so you can use your character, go into another map or on another server, and keep all the items that your character has on yourself. I'm going to quickly go back to base, and then I'll show you guys what my primary character looks like and what our start out base looks like as well. Always feels good to build out in the meadows. Building out in the Black Forest has its risks, and one of the enemies that we didn't come across, which is a troll. And trolls are big, giant creatures that sometimes has a weapon. They do a heck of a lot of damage early on. And arrows, early game, don't really do much damage on them, so you got to be very careful with those guys. Your shield doesn't even protect you that much from their damage, so if you see one early game, you kind of want to run away. But I'm going to drop off all this new loot that I got. Go. I'm just going to throw it all in this chest. We were one shy of getting a smelter, but that's fine. We'll get one later. So I'm going to log out of here. And then I'm going to show you what my other character looks like. So my primary character called Melfast. And I am going to go to the server that I'm on. Just hold 1 second. Can do this through Steam. There we go. And of course, I put a password on it. Gotta keep everything protected. Wait for it to load. And there we go. So this is my character that I play on the main game. And right now I have him decked out with all iron armor, which took quite a while. I'm using a mace. Very powerful. I'm building a new area over here. Since I have iron, I was able to craft on a stone cutter. So now I'm going to make a nice like dining hall area, kind of castle looking thing. A lot bigger than what our... Uh-oh. That ain't good. Oh. Speaking of trolls, looks like we're fighting some. Ooh, looks like we're fighting a couple of them. Oh, God. I sure picked a time. I'm just going to quickly heal. This is not fun, fighting two at once. Ow. Oof. Alright. I just gotta take down one, and then the other one won't be so much of a problem. Come on, stamina. Do your thing. Alright, I got one of them down. These guys are no joke. Boy. Not fun fighting those things. And what a time to come back. Come back to a siege. Anyways, so this is the work area. It's where I got my coal. I've been queuing up some iron to cook. Put some more coal in. Let's put some more wood in too. Yeah, like I said, I'm still cooking all the iron that I found. Inside here, got my bed, and a few other people's beds are in here. Put the trophies in here. Don't need those. Got a bunch of troll hide. Ooh, look at this. Can make an ooze bomb. I wonder if I have enough to upgrade this bench. Maybe? I upgraded the forge. I don't think so. I am able to build more furniture. Over here is the dining area. That's where I have my cauldron to make better recipe stuff. I was able to make sausage because I got some entrails from the swamp area. Got a bunch of swamp stuff in here. So I use this key to go into the crypts that are in the swamp area. Got guck from these trees that grow guck. Got some ooze from the slimes. And then these entrails are from the, what do you call them? The drugs that are in there in the swamp area. And then I got a bunch of blood bags from the leeches. But yeah, this is the main house. And then I have gates out here. I'll teleport to different areas of the map. Let's see how our boar is doing. Boar is frightened. So I've been trying to tame this boar. Let's see. I am going to give it some more raspberries. Put that in the cage. Once it gets to 100%, then it'll be tamed. It won't do any damage, and you can do whatever you want. I'll need to get another one so I can breed them. So yeah, there is a little bit of breeding in this game. These are the beehives that I've collected. And then I even have a little crop area for carrots. So you're able to make crops in this game as well. But yeah. Here I have some bronze, some tin, and some copper. I made a bunch of nails in case I need to make more boats. Like I said, I'm going through my supply of iron. And the reason why iron is heavy, well, look at the weight. One stack is 300, and guess how much you can carry? 300. So pretty much when I found the iron that I wanted, I ejected it from the crypt, put it close to the door, and then did pretty much naked runs to carry all this stuff to the boat. Fun stuff. But yeah, the iron armor is pretty decent. Like I said, I've been upgrading it all pretty much as I can. And like I said, the map is huge, big, huge spot, and I've only just recently started sailing, and this is how much of the map I've unlocked, and I've been playing for quite a few hours in this game. So the map is huge. Definitely a game that could have multiple players in it. But yeah. I think that's all I'm gonna stream for now. Hope you guys liked it. Do check out this game. It's only $20 on Steam. It's a lot of fun. I've been having a lot of fun playing it. It is in early alpha, so there are bugs and things that are being fixed later down the line, and things could change. But for now, it's got a lot of content to it early on. And like I said, even though I have full iron armor, there are tiers that are even above the armor set that I have. So I would say maybe middle of the game, and there's still a lot more to go and a lot more bosses to fight. But well, I'm glad everybody stuck around with me, and I hope to do more of these in the future. But for now, I'm just going to sign off and say thanks for watching. See ya.